Them sprite animations back in the day were elite. Elite. Yo, y'all saw the spike down he hit? Y'all saw the meteor smash he did to this thing? Oh my goodness. Blended that. Yeah, I forgot he did that, bro. What's good with y'all? Today we are back with another death battle reaction. We are here with Mario versus Sonic. We are doing the first one and the second one. I was getting recommended to do a lot of death battles after the Miles and Deku one. I have not seen Bowser vs. Dr. Eggman. That was a very highly requested one too. I'll definitely watch that at some point. And now we are going to watch Mario vs. Sonic because I do want to do some Sonic content. Like maybe at some point I'll like run a bunch of Sonic games up on stream. Still thinking about that. We shall see. But we are going to watch both. This one right here, I have seen this a long time ago. Yeah, how old was I when this came out? I was 8 years old. This was, I think, the first death battle video I was introduced to. I thought this was the coldest thing ever. Because I grew up, I'm not going to lie to y'all, I grew up a big Nintendo guy. Nintendo and Sonic. Like, I had every Nintendo console. I had every Sonic game that was on a Nintendo console. And I had all the Mario games. I can show y'all right now. Literally, Mario and Sonic was like, that defined my entire like early gaming career. Like, literally, so I loved both of them. I'm a big fan of both. Right now, like in my life, I low-key lean more towards Sonic. I think Sonic over time, the Sonic games require more skill, no matter how much you play them. Mario games, I feel like even if you're just naturally good, you don't have to 100% them. You're just naturally good at Mario games no longer become difficult. In my opinion, I don't think Mario games no longer, after a certain point, yeah, this is an iconic picture. I don't think Mario games no longer become difficult once you're like even decently good. Once you're like decently good, they are no longer difficult. Am I tripping for saying that? Like, I played Mario Wonder back in 2023 when that came out, bro. Great game. I was snoozing though. Like, that game was not hard at all. Sonic games will really whoop you. If you're trying to actually be good at a Sonic game, no matter how much you play, you have to play them a lot to get good. That's what I like about them. The skill ceiling and the skill, what do they call it? Skill ceiling, or like the skill level to take for a Sonic game is so wide in range, bro. I actually love it. Mario, you get one game down, you can get the whole thing down. The only game that will like still give you trouble in a Mario game is like Lost Levels, bro. This video we do not have to watch though, because I have seen this as a kid. I know Sonic wins at the end, but I do want to see how Death Battle came up. This is just gonna be a little stroll down memory lane for y'all, for real. If y'all grew up with this video like how I have, this is gonna be a great stroll down memory lane. I love this old intro too. So hard.
Their rivalry is legendary and their fame unmatched. After battling for over 2 decades, this epic duel will finally meet a decisive end.
I've been waiting for this forever.
Mario, the
Oh, shout out Lee in the chat. Shout out my girl Lee. Shout out Lee. What's good, bro? We good. We're watching Death Battle right now.
Their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Yeah, that Mario sprite is so fire.
Mario is one of the Star Children and possesses many special abilities with the intent of protecting his home, the Mushroom Kingdom. Even as a baby, he was obviously destined for greatness.
When you got an army of dinosaurs serving you before you can even
so
speak,
fire, bro.
You know,
he is well known for his incredible
Is it loud enough?
And unmatched jumping ability.
Who says white guys can't jump?
Someone tell me in the chat.
He's a powerhouse with the strength to lift heavy objects and crush enormous castles. He also uses his bare fists to smash solid brick.
With his jumping skills and weight, he
This solid?
can crush his foes into him.
This solid? That's good for me.
Well, he's got an entire arsenal of power-ups.
His first power-up is the Fire Flame.
I should do a Super Mario Bros. Z reaction. Oh, I definitely should. Or Nazo Unleashed. I'm gonna get that down. I'm gonna actually write that down. That would be great, bro. Nazo Unleashed Super Mario Bros. Z. We can actually watch the Mario Bros. Z one, like a small little part of it, or we can watch the whole series. I'm gonna see what's up, bro, because yes, indeed. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Pyrokinetic abilities.
Really? I always thought the flower was just really spicy.
He can create and manipulate fire to
But yeah, nah, these videos just be so tough. Shout out Lee for the tier 1 sub. My goat, bro. My goat. Tell your girl buy you a soundboard. I can buy my own soundboard. It's just like, bruh. Like, I just don't want to spend 150. I just want to spend 150. Like, 150 is crazy. Like, I haven't found any cheaper than 150. I was like, 150 is crazy. Just for sounds. Unless, like, soundboards do other stuff besides that. Like, come on, bro.
Of devastating attacks.
This is crazy.
He's also got this frog suit thingy. While wearing it, Mario can jump.
Yeah, I know a lot of this. Let's see what's up. There should be free ones. That's what I'm saying. There should be other ways I should do this. Yeah, Starman. Let me see. What did they use any comic stuff for Sonic in this video, or they just use games for these two?
He can easily break the sound barrier in mere seconds. While his top speed is unknown, he has clocked in an average of 765 miles per hour.
Yeah, that's
Holy
insane,
crap,
bro.
This guy must blow through shoes.
He can further increase his speed with his trademark figure 8 technique.
But he's not just fast on his feet. He can curl up into a spiky ball and rip through it.
This man is insane. Game Sonic is still cracked. I know that. I'm talking about the comic one is like the one where it's like niggas cannot touch him, bro. Comic Sonic can't be touched.
Super Sonic can fly, breathe underwater, and is
He said
completely invulnerable.
1,000% power increase.
Not to mention his speed is increased 1,000-fold.
But as with most things that are unbelievably powerful,
1,000-fold.
it has a time limit. Without a steady supply of power rings, it can't even last a full minute.
And when the
Wow,
form finally
bro.
subsides, Sonic returns to normal at peak physical.
Yeah, yo, y'all remember how OG Netflix used to look like? Oh my goodness,
Deliver the movie
bro.
straight to your house, saving you time and money. You can watch all kinds.
That is so crazy. This movie, this video
PS3,
old, bro.
Xbox 360,
Yo, this video old,
Nintendo
bro.
Wii.
Or you can use them all at once for what I call super flicks.
Nah, bro.
/death battle for a free trial
This
membership.
vid old as hell. That's crazy, bro.
All right, Chubby, let's settle
Someone
this.
said you have Netflix on your Wii still? That still works? Your Netflix on your Wii still works? Say you swear. Say you swear. And now Lee for sure. We gotta get that I gotta get that soundboard soon. I gotta get that stat. I just wanted to find a workaround, but apparently I cannot because OBS wants to hold me. But let's see this, bro.
Fight.
This fight was so hard, bro. Them sprite animations back in the day were elite. Elite. Yo, y'all saw the spike down he hit? Y'all saw the meteor smash he did to this thing? Oh my goodness. Blended that nigga. Y'all, I forgot he did that, bro. Hold on, bro. He blended. I ain't gonna lie, he put him in a blender. Yo, Final Smash off Rip 2. Final Smash off Rip 2 is crazy. He was not trying to box for real. Fire shield, if I'm not wrong. Yup. And then it speed blitzed him. Speed blitzed him, bro. I remember this part. Yup. Nah, this video was so hard, bro. Oh, this video was so hard. Yo, I haven't seen this in years, bro. Man, dude, if y'all really hip to SMBZ, do y'all remember that episode where Luigi was a statue and they was using this nigga as a weapon? Bro, that was the hardest thing I ever seen in my life when I was a kid, bro. Y'all was talking about SMBZ earlier. Let me put y'all niggas on though. Right here. The Great Doom Ship Offensive. Right here, bro. Let me Where's the part where they were just going crazy? Yeah, this is one of the hardest things I've ever seen in my life. The Fire Sonic, bro. Where's the part where they use Luigi as a weapon? Literally was using this nigga like a baseball bat. Right here, yup. I used to watch these all the time. All the time. Bruh. And the thing is, bro, who's the dude who made this again? Bro, the way he would even, like, in the fight scenes, use their character. Like, I forgot, there was a comment I saw. It was like, Shadow was like the 1v1 person. Mario was more balanced. Luigi would let people use him as like a weapon. Sonic was also like a support type fighter. Like it was crazy. It was like they really was moving like RPG. Like it was like an RPG or something crazy, bro. This was so tough, bro. So tough, bro. The little combo moves and stuff like that, so hard. So hard. And don't even the fire Sonic, bro. Man. Bro, y'all not it, bro. Y'all not hip, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all not hip. Y'all are not hip, man. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. The only thing I didn't like about SMBZ is if y'all watched YouTube on the Wii, the Nintendo Wii, I did not like how when you were on the Wii, it was very hard to skip between YouTube videos. So on SMBZ, like I would have to watch. Let's say I wanted to watch a certain part, I'd have to watch the whole thing. Sometimes the text would take forever, especially if y'all remember the episode where like Shadow and like Sonic were having that dispute. It was like 15 minutes of just text, bro. SMBZ got copyrighted to oblivion. What you mean? What about SMBZ is copyrighted? They only used like I know they use Dragon Ball music and stuff like that, but like copyrighted? You gotta let me know about that one. You gotta let me know about that. I'm not hip. This video is so low quality. Yo. It's like, you know, this is a classic, bro. This video is so low quality, bro. It was so hard. He gets... No, I was about to say, he goes supersonic to get out the water if I'm not wrong, right? I think. If I remember correctly. Yeah, he does. He does. Yup.
Now I'll show you. How's that, plumber?
Yo, he tanked that is crazy. Hold on. He tanked that? How strong is Metal Mario, bro? That gotta be cap. That gotta be cap.
So you're a bit tougher than I thought, huh? But now it's time for me to finish this. Whoa.
Nah, real life Mario clip farming, bro. This is a Mario clip farm. There's no way that was cap. That was straight cap. No cap. That was actually cap.
Uh-oh.
You're too slow.
What version of Sonic they using? They using the game Sonic, bro. Game Mario too, but I don't think Mario got comics that are broken anyway, so it has to be Game Mario.
Now's my chance.
Yeah, blitz him. That spin dash is back. Oh my goodness, bro. These battles were so hard. We talked about this the last time we reacted to Death Battle, bro. Batman versus Spider-Man was the hardest thing I ever. That was the one that got me when I was younger. No cap. That was the one that had me.
Power-up seemed evenly matched.
All right, I have not seen this one. I liked it, but I have not seen it. So if I was to guess, I think Sonic wins this one too. I'm seeing Debunked here, so I don't think he actually wins. Am I bugging? I'm not gonna look in the comments or anything. I don't want to get spoiled. But I do not think Sonic will lose. Someone said he lost bad. No way. No way. In what world does Mario beat Sonic? In what world, though? Let's watch. In what world, though?
Their rivalry is legendary.
In what world,
Their fame,
though?
Unmatched. This battle has gone on for nearly 3 decades, but today
This is crazy,
it
bro.
finally comes to an end.
Mario, Nintendo's whimsical Italian turtle crusher.
And Sonic the Hedgehog, Sega's specialist of speed.
Time to find
Cannot
out if
believe this.
Sega really does what Nintendo don't.
For this bout, we'll be using the same rules Death Battle has had for the past 3 years. Most important,
Death Battle was selling. Yo, low key, D-Rod and Mario to high heaven. I gotta see, because there's no way he actually wins.
Your primary source for analysis.
He's Wiz and I'm...
Of all official areas was bad unless found could
The
contradict.
original video games will be our primary source for analysis.
Oh, so they didn't use Archie? Say you swear. Nah, actually, that's Sega's slogan. Dude, those commercials I used to watch as a kid, those commercials were so, when I tell you, so tough.
16-bit sports action.
You can't do this on Nintendo Genesis.
Does.
Genesis.
Does.
Genesis.
Does.
Genesis.
Does.
Actually, so hard, bro. Dude, if I was a kid back then, they would have had a Genesis. I would have like 5 Genesis. If I saw that commercial, I would have got like 6 Genesis, bro. Genesises.
And it's our job to
If I
analyze
can
their
say
weapons,
that, bro.
armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Plumber, carpenter,
Cannot believe this, bro.
doctor. Mario has worn many hats throughout his life, but he always does so as a hero.
Except for that time he...
Even if they don't use comics, Sonic will clear. That's what I'm saying.
But no one really talks
That's
about
what I'm
that.
saying.
Born as one of the 7 star children possessing an extraordinary amount of power,
And extra horrible
Bro, I had this game as a kid. Yoshi's Island DS. Star Children's an actual feat. I don't remember that though. I didn't beat this game. I didn't beat that game when I was younger.
Talks about that.
born as one of the 7 star
7
children
star
possessing
children
an
is crazy,
extraordinary
bro.
amount of power,
And extra horrible crying.
Say swear.
Mario was assuredly destined for
Yeah, I know he goes hyper in the game
Then
as
him
too,
and
right?
his little bro-
When the video's playing and I speak, can y'all hear me well, or does the video drown me out? So I don't want to pause it every time I have to say something, but y'all let me know.
Luigi wound up in New Donk City, where he spent
You
his
can?
days throwing shitty
Alright, bet.
monkeys and fixing toilets. Not exactly the great
I'm a
heroic
loud
destiny
talker.
I was expecting, but hey,
That's good,
he's
bro.
just
I be
smoking.
rejecting
Not
my voice. Hold on, what do you say?
Destiny I was expecting, but hey, toilets. Not exactly the great heroic destiny I was expecting, but hey, at least his girlfriend was smoking.
Dude, Pauline, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Pauline was tough, bro. I don't know if y'all seen Peach and Mario being confirmed friends. Y'all, I was roasting him on the timeline, bro. I said, you telling me my man's Mario almost slimed his homeboy out. Friend zone, bro. I posted this Smash Bros. Part 2 clip. Part 3 is gonna come at some point. I gotta drop. I'm gonna make Part 3 sometime this year. No promises. Probably December. But I'm gonna put it all in like a big movie. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire. Cause I have a plan for Part 3. I just never got to. And the way Part 2 starts and Part 3, I'm telling you, it's gonna be gas. It's gonna be gas. It's gonna be gas. But yeah, he literally almost slimed out my nigga Yoshi. Literally went to go box his nigga Yoshi for no reason. A girl don't even want. That's why I said. That's why Luigi's always better. Luigi was always better. Just good friends who help each other out whenever they can. Hold him so bad. Bro, they did Mario so dirty. So dirty. And it's like, you got Pauline here, though. Like, at the same time, like, yeah, that sucks. Pauline was always better. Am I tripping for saying that? I grew up playing Mario versus Donkey Kong on the DS, bro. I always thought Pauline was better. I always thought Pauline, especially the redesign she got. And this ain't even counting what they did in the audio. Like, come on, chat. Like, you tell me he picking Peach over this, bro. Like, let's be real. Let's be real, bro.
but everything
That's different.
changed after a chance meeting with Princess Peach Toadstool.
This movie was so hard. If y'all don't know this movie, this animated
Chance
movie,
meeting
I used to watch this like crazy as a kid too, bro. Dude, this movie's so tough. Y'all, if you ain't watched this Mario OVA, bro, this movie was so hard. I'm not gonna look it up because, bro, I'm Dante, y'all niggas, for real. If I end up looking this up, I'm telling you, I'm gonna watch like half of it, bro. This movie was so hard, though. I've seen it like 20 times.
Her Mushroom Kingdom had been conquered by Bowser, the tyrannical.
Mama had me on the Sonic Underground and Mario show. Yo, same, bro. I was watching the Sonic Underground. I was watching the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. I didn't watch Sat AM, surprisingly. I was only Underground in Sonic, the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. I did see the Mario show, though. I had the original Mario Bros. Show disc. I had Mario Bros. 3 disc, and I had a Mario World cartoon disc. I had all 3 of the Mario shows on disc. And I was really tapped in. Like, the only Sonic show I did not watch as a kid was Sonic Sat AM. Sat AM was the only one I haven't seen. I've seen Sonic X, I've seen, again, Underground, I've seen Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, but I just did not watch Sat AM. And Sat AM was like the most, like, quote-unquote serious one. I would have loved Sat AM over all of them, for real. But I did not watch Sat AM as a kid. I still have not seen the show in totality because I read the Archie comics, so I didn't really have to. But
King of the Koopas.
What about Boom? I've seen some of Boom. I haven't like watched. I was old then, bro. I was not old, but I was like 13, 14 when it was coming out. So I didn't like watch it, bro.
And her only hope of rescue lay in the hands of the Mario Brothers.
And Mario had all the power he needed to take the Turtle Terror down. He's super tough, super quick, and really, really strong. He can jump several times his own height, smash tanks to
Sat AM gave you nightmares? It was a scary show, though. It was. No cap. It was a scary show.
Needless to say, the Mushroom Kingdom was in good hands.
So was the princess.
Its opening was crazy, too. Sat AM's opening, low-key, might be the best one, bro. These first 5 seconds, this needs to be recreated as in a Sonic level or something, bro. Like, you start the level off boosting and then going through a city or something. This gotta be a Sonic level, bro. This was always the hardest thing ever to me as a jit, bro. Like, nah, dude.
Shatter brick with his bare fists, but when he needs the power to break down the toughest walls, he busts out the Ultra Hammer. Sounds like a wrestling move Lou Albano would have used back in the day. Rest in peace, Captain.
Forged by 2 master blacksmiths, the Ultra Hammer, combined with Mario's mighty swing, can break through practically any material.
And he's got a ton of awesome power-ups, like that spicy fire flower.
Actually, while Mario used to need this flower, he has since learned how to use pyrokinesis without it.
Well, the ice flower lets him freeze enemies.
No way. He doesn't need it no more? He does not need the fire flower to use fire? Yo, they just be giving this nigga anything. Yo, they be giving this nigga anything.
The Lucky Bell turns him into
Say
a
you
Kit Kat,
swear.
and the Super Mushroom gives him a power boost and increases his size. Ha! I bet the princess likes that one.
With his frog suit, his swimming ability increases dramatically. With the Double Cherry, he can create clones of himself with no power decrease. With the stopwatch, he can freeze time. With the Cape Feather or the Wing Cap, he can soar to new heights. And with the Starman or Rainbow Star, he becomes totally invincible. For a short time.
And with the Gold Flower, he never has to work another day in his life, cause he's got an infinite supply of money, made of people.
While he can
Bruh, this game was fire, though. The 3DS Mario Bros. 2. I know this game gets hated now, but I remember as a kid, this was tough. This game was pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie, this game was tough.
And with the Gold Flower, he never has to work another day in his life, cause he's got an infinite supply of money, made of people.
While he can carry several power-ups at once, Mario doesn't always need them to prove his potential.
He's quick enough to maneuver when transformed into a bolt of lightning, and skilled enough to pilot the Star Diver as it rockets through the atmosphere. He's so
I'm about to post a tweet
manly,
right now.
He took an explosion to the face that wrecked an entire castle. And even better, he was standing in the middle of this.
Hold on.
The atmosphere. He's so friggin' manly, he took an explosion to the face that wrecked an entire castle.
I feel like Sonic is tanked better. Okay.
And even better, he was standing in the middle of this.
I think Sonic is also tanked better.
Based on a standard tennis court's measurements, we can determine the blast of this fireball covered a radius of over 2,000 feet.
Okay.
To reach this distance, the blast must have had an explosive yield of over 2.4 megatons.
No way.
So what you
Oh my goodness, bro. Yo, they be throwing out megatons in Death Battle like crazy. What was it? Megatons? What's the other words we be hearing? Giga. It was like Gigaleons or something crazy. Like, dude, they be throwing out words you ain't never heard of, man.
You're saying is
Oh
Mario
my
could probably
goodness.
play tennis with a nuclear warhead for a ball and be totally fine.
Probably. Also, he can throw a baseball so fast it overloaded.
I mean, nigawatts. Like, let's be serious, bro.
implying it was launched over 999 miles per hour. In the Mario World cartoon, he hurled a dinosaur out of orbit. Assuming this creature is of similar size and weight to a Tyrannosaurus Rex, this feat would require a force of over 135 tons of TNT.
Insane.
Wiz, I thought you said we're only using the games.
Any official material counts so long as it's supported by the games, otherwise we'd be ignoring a huge majority of the character's history. Take a look at this chain chomp. It's actually made up of salt.
So they just use everything for Mario, but not for Sonic, because y'all said they don't use Archie. So they just don't for Archie just don't count. So for Archie, they just don't allow Archie to be used.
Gold. Gold is ridiculously heavy. While 1 cubic foot of iron weighs 491 pounds, a cubic foot of gold is over 1,200 pounds. Luckily,
X and boom, nothing else. Yeah, that's so
chain
lame.
chomp is
Of
a-
course he lost then. Yo, I don't even gotta watch this no more. Of course he lost then.
sphere. So we
That's
can
so
compare Mario's
lame.
height to find that it weighs nearly 6,000 tons.
Wait,
That's
he
truly
just
not a
landed
that's
that
not a
hole?
fair
Cash
matchup.
it in, Mario.
That's not a fair matchup. I feel like just if you're gonna pick and choose, you gotta use just the games, bro. Pick and choose. Either use the games or you use everything. That's just crazy. So Mario gets to use the cartoons, and then like Sonic only got X and boom, and then like everything else is just like nah. I feel like that's kind of crazy. I don't know.
That thing's worth $366 billion.
That's actually correct.
Well, yeah, that guy on TV who always wants my gold told me.
This isn't even Mario's most impressive feat. At one point,
crazy,
he
bro.
lifted an entire fortress and punted it through the air.
He does the same thing in the manga, and it's pretty on par with the strength he's shown against Bowser.
Yeah, they talk about the manga too. They talk about some manga now. So there's no comic feats for Sonic though.
Who survived collapsing castles multiple times.
They hold him, bro.
Presentation
They
was
hold him.
size difficult to determine. We measured the entire interior based on maps from the game.
Hold
By
him,
scaling
bro.
these measurements
Wow.
to the castle's smaller avatar and conservatively assuming a limestone composition, we've determined the castle must weigh more than 61 million tons.
And he just
Crazy, bro.
kicked it away like it was a freaking soccer ball.
Given the distance it was kicked, Mario must have exerted a force of around 3.5 megatons of TNT.
Oh my
Do you realize what
goodness,
this
bro.
means? Mario's foot is 231 times more powerful than the atomic bomb that dropped on Hiroshima.
Now seems like a good time for a beer. Or 12.
Honestly, Mario's
Crazy,
absurd
bro.
strength shouldn't be as surprising as you'd think. While he's fairly naive and not much of a strategist,
Nintendo paid
he
him.
saved the
Can't
mushroom
lie.
from Bowser's
They
claw
did.
grip time and time again. And the Koopa King is tough enough to survive a dip in the sun, or even a black hole.
Don't underestimate Nintendo's powerful plumber.
Crazy. Let me post this tweet.
Somewhere out there, on a strange alternate version of Earth, humans coexist with anthropomorphic animals. But this world has been assailed over and over by the vile Dr. Ivo Robotnik, otherwise known as Eggman.
Why the heck does he need such a dumb alias when he's already got a name as cool sounding as Robotnik?
But hope persisted. Whenever the Eggman hatched a scheme, one did not have to wait long for a certain blue streak to speed by. This was Sonic the Hedgehog.
He's the fastest thing alive!
Tell you, bro. That opening
While
tough.
Sonic has a superhuman physique overall, speed is his speciality. In fact, superhuman speed is a natural trait for the
101, bro.
anthropomorphic hedgehog, though Sonic's abilities are far superior to his kin.
Wait a minute, all hedgehogs have super speed? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, real hedgehogs are also nocturnal, not blue, and when they try to make friends with foxes, they get eaten. So I don't think Sega cares.
Alright then, to stop Eggman from turning all his animal pals into batteries, Sonic cranked up that speed and weaponized it. He can crush his enemies with the spin attack, strike multiple times with the homing attack, go 0 to Sonic Boom instantly with the super peel out, and plow through hordes of badniks with the spin dash. Holy crap, I think this guy would just like vomit all the time.
He's also used a number of power-ups throughout his adventures, including elemental shields. The Aqua Shield is especially useful as it grants him an incredibly high bouncing jump and protection against his greatest nemesis.
Robotnik?
No. Water.
Water. Yeah.
Seriously, Sonic, buddy, learn to swim already and save our ears from that nightmare music.
Yeah, that music just scare me, bro.
The blue
Scariest
hedgehog can also
music
gain
ever.
abilities from
Scariest music ever, bro.
all alien beings
So
called Wisp.
they up your anxiety so much with that music, man. Yo, that whoever made that deserves jail time, bro. They up your anxiety so crazy, bro.
They can turn him into a
So
fireball,
crazy.
a yellow drill, a black hole, a bunch of stuff, really. Even a demonic hungry hippo.
But before we delve any further, there is something vital which we need to discuss. It's time to figure out Sonic's speed.
Oh boy, here we go.
While he has boasted that he is faster than light, Sonic has yet to prove this in canon without the aid of additional equipment or power-ups.
Oh yeah, like when he connects to a trail of rings. But you can't take his bragging too seriously. He's still got some of that radical 90s attitude.
I'm out of here.
The highest official description of Sonic's speed labels him as hypersonic, or somewhere between Mach 5 and Mach 10. This actually isn't too far-fetched.
Okay.
The game Sonic Unleashed records his speed, and he can reach a maximum around 3,500 SPD.
Sonic, he's got an STD. Sonic, it burns when he pees.
Assuming SPD translates to metric meters, given the game's Japanese development, that puts Sonic's top speed over 7,872 miles per hour. Over 10 times the speed of...
They lowball him so hard. I feel like this is definitely a low ball. That's why I'm low key quiet. Like, I feel like this is definitely a low ball. This feels like a crazy low ball. This feels like this is an absurd low ball. I
down,
feel like.
and just over the official hypersonic description.
So, is that it?
Well, it's possible, no, likely, that he's faster. In TV shows closely tied to the games, Sonic has dodged meteors, did this with a 10,000 frame per second camera, and even outran lightning. All of which implies that he can move and react around 200 to 300 times the speed of sound.
How about that one time he caught up to a cyan wisp? He said that thing's almost as fast as him, even without its laser mode.
That's right, the laser is a power it grants Sonic, not itself. Still, wisps are incredibly fast. At one point, a group of them flew from Earth's surface to a black hole in orbit in the 20 seconds Sonic and Tails were talking. By measuring the planet's curve here, we can find that the Wisp aliens must have been moving around Mach 200. As Sonic is faster than them, this supports his cartoon feats.
Why isn't that black hole sucking up the Earth? That's what they do, right?
It's more like a pseudo-black hole fueled by hyper-go-on.
Literally outran a black hole too. Yeah, he ran out of this.
I didn't know better. I'd swear you just made those words up.
Its presence near Sonic does emulate that of a singularity, and Sonic actually outran its pull for 30 seconds. Due to chaotic accretion, black holes pull non-orbiting mass inward at 30% the speed of light. Sonic's clearly pushing his running speed to its limit here, or else the black hole wouldn't have pulled him in. With this in mind, it's entirely possible that, without additional support, Sonic's maximum possible running speed must be around 200 million miles per hour.
That's insane! The fastest man-made object in real life was the New Horizons space probe, which took off at more than 36,000 miles per hour.
It took 9 years for this probe to reach Pluto, but with Sonic's speed, he could make this same trip to Pluto in less than 24 hours.
While we're tracking speed, I've always wondered
How fast did they say Mario was? How fast did they say Mario was, bro? Because I'm seeing all these speed feats. Did they say how fast Mario would be? Like, they said a bunch of, like, how hard he would hit. Mario wouldn't be able to touch him, though.
fast I can chug a beer. Start the clock, Wiz!
Are you gonna start?
I'm already done.
Moving on. Even with this unbelievable speed, Sonic has far more power hidden up his sleeves.
He doesn't wear a shirt.
He can achieve the form of Super Sonic by absorbing an enormous amount of positive energy from the 7 legendary Chaos Emeralds. In this mode, he can teleport large objects, survive planet-level explosions, launch energy attacks, and fly near the speed of light.
But guess what? This isn't even his final form.
After the Emeralds received a boost from the Master Emerald, Sonic could achieve his ultimate state of being, Hypersonic.
This is why people don't mess with Death Battle. I feel like every Death Battle people got problems with, though. I feel like every single one. Like I remember every single Dragon Ball one, there was like 50 debunks
He's
always.
got all the abilities of Supersonic, plus total invincibility, and a hyper flash that insta-kills everything around him. Oh, and he's definitely faster than light now.
Unfortunately, good things don't last forever. Without a steady supply of rings, these super forms can't even stick around for a full minute.
Sonic has resisted mind control from the Overmind, survived re-entry from orbit, and blasted apart a mountain. This would need more than 200 tons of TNT to pull off. And while fighting his evil RoboCopy Metal Sonic, they shattered this enormous stalactite. Holy shit, just look at the size of it!
By comparing it to the buildings in this city and applying the density of granite, the most
This
common-
OVA was mad fire too. This OVA, bro, this OVA was 101. I would definitely react to this one. This OVA, when I tell y'all, this OVA was something special, bro. That OVA was, oh man, I could talk about that OVA for days, twin. For days, twin. Yo, that OVA was something crazy, bro. That OVA was so tough, bro. About to get me nerding out. About to have me nerd out, bro. Let's go back.
crust. We found that this stalactite must weigh almost 47 million tons, which means a break like this would need a force of almost 200 kilotons of TNT.
Damn! He's definitely got what it takes to save the world.
And so
from a
that's not
madman
megatons though. That's not megatons is crazy. But yet Mario picking up a T-Rex is megatons, and Mario kicking a tower is megatons. But that big old pillar is a kiloton. A kiloton sounds less. I'd assume it's less.
scientist, even if he is
That's
kind of a
crazy.
dick.
Let me just look it up, bro. I feel like kilotons just off mega versus kilos is megaton bigger than a kiloton. Yes. Yeah, come on, bro. That is
Sonic may
so BS. That is so BS. Y'all telling me this was easier to kick down than the tower Mario kick, bro? That's some
7
BS, bro. Come on, bro. Some BS. I don't know why the video restarted
Would
on
need
me.
a force of almost
See, when Sonic's gotta go fast.
I'll show you how I'll
eating
And
meal
then,
kit.
yup. And then we gotta skip the
Yeah.
ad. Alright, let's see this. I never seen this battle. So let's see it, bro. I've never seen this.
Hello? That's a mine. Finders keepers, pal. Whoa! You asked for it, Tubby.
Yo, that's hilarious.
For it, Tubby.
Please tell me that was a shirt the whole time. Oh my goodness, bro. Let's see this, bro.
You're too slow.
That's literally how it'd go, though. He wouldn't be able to hit him.
Come here.
I just want to see how they somehow made Mario win this. Are you serious right now, my nigga? I want to play. I want to play it again. I want to play it again. I want to play it again for y'all. Okay, bro. Okay, bro.
Oh, give me a break.
Why does the pigeon have a butt? Who made this, bro? The fact that he needed super for that is so crazy. The fact, dude, come on, man. The clones die by one hit. Bro, that is so, this is so capped. This is well animated though. I'll give them the props. I don't want to sound like a hater. This is well animated. I like what they're doing, but like I feel like the results of this is just cap.
Show you.
Yeah, one hit, bro. Like this is I feel like this is cap. This is good rage bait.
Let's go.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, mamma mia.
I think they both survived this.
I'm the winner.
Nigga in base? How did he explode in water? Number one, how did you catch on fire? Number two, how did he explode in water? While he was on fire in water, exploded. And he did that with no power up in base. And all he got was his gloves. Dude. Report the video? Yo, I might, bro. This Mickey Mouse win? Yo.
I'm the winner.
What? Okay, even if I didn't believe that Sonic should have won that, that's a crazy way to go out though. That was worse than how Miles went out. That is an absurd way to go out, bro. Nah. Like Miles, he got taken out by the Saitama spam punches, bro. Like that's different. Dude, what? Man, you said terrible death battle. Read the comments. Are people hating? Is that in TNT? Let me see this. Bunch of copies. Yup. Man, that's crazy. I'm J Doc with the tier 1 sub. Shout out to you, bro. I still gotta find a way to get my subs on the screen. I have to like check by like backwater methods to see how much subs I have. I'm gonna figure that out for next stream. Excuse me. Let me write that down too. Subs on screen. But now that is insane though. Like nah. What do they say? What do they say to explain this? I need to know.
I know Nintendo won the console wars, but I really seem to remember Sonic
No
having
way.
this one in the bag.
Hey, my dog with another tier. What is this? 10? My man J Doc with the 10 gifted. Yo, you the GOAT, twin. Yo, shout out to you, bro. Yo, you the GOAT. What was that? 5 gifted? I can't count. 5 gifted. Shout out to you, bro. You the GOAT, bro. Appreciate for the support, bro. If I can speak, appreciate you for the support, bro. I love that right there, bro. Thank you.
I'm sure Sonic could have won in specific circumstances, but more times than not, Mario takes the victory. Keep in mind this analysis was done with a focus on the games and their closely tied media, excluding alternate contrary sources like the Archie comics or the Mario Brothers movie, where Mario and Sonic are essentially entirely different characters from their gaming counterparts.
Fair.
Sonic had speed in the bag, obviously, but Mario was way too tough for him.
Their top strength feats paint this picture very, very clearly.
But I know what you're thinking. What good is Mario's strength if he couldn't even hit the...
Very
Let me
clearly.
see. Okay, so he kicked a castle. What's Sonic's best feat? Does he have one greater than this? Like, you know when Sonic Unleashed, when Super Sonic was just flying through Eggman's empire? Like, y'all know the clip I'm talking about? What would that mean, bro? Is there any other like feats of strength he has besides that? That's the only one I can think of off the top of my head. The black hole. They didn't mention that though. I don't know. That's a strength. That may not be a strength feat though. You know, beating Solaris was a better feat potentially. When he was just flying through all this. This not crazy. Watch the debunk. Yo, I'm gonna have to watch the debunk for copium. I'm gonna have to watch this for copium, bro. We might have to watch this to cope. Like, he just flew through it. He didn't even like do it. Like, he just flew. It's just him flying through it though. I don't know, bro. We need healing, Zeph. Nah, real life. I need that debunk, bro. Copium.
Mario's strength if he couldn't even hit the blue blur. He's way too fast, right?
Yes and no. While Mario obviously couldn't match Sonic's relativistic top-running speeds, he's moved efficiently as a bolt of electricity and piloted the Star Diver. Based on our calculations, this puts him at the same level as Sonic's own reactionary feats. Since Mario was tough enough to tank almost anything Sonic could throw at him, it was only a matter of time before he tagged the blue blur with a deadly blow.
No way. First off, the bolt of energy, is that not a transformation?
Same level as
1, 2.
Sonic's
This
own
is
reactionary
insane.
feats. Since Mario was tough enough
This
to
is so crazy.
tank almost anything Sonic could throw at him, it was only a matter of time before he tagged the blue blur with a deadly blow.
But what about chaos control? Couldn't Sonic just stop time and take care of things? What?
It's heavily implied he knows how to, but Sonic has never actually used the time stop ability in canon. Even then, Mario's stopwatch does the same thing, putting them on equal footing.
Ah,
No way.
Don't do that. Where's my wallet?
Actually, most of Mario and Sonic's power-ups countered each other in this way. Mario even had plenty of options for defending against Sonic's invincible super forms. But Mario also had a much wider variety of power-ups, offering multiple ways to overpower Sonic. For example, he could have frozen Sonic solid, or even turned him into gold. His arsenal would always outlast Sonic's because he's been shown to carry more of them on his person.
Oh, God. Oh, I've seen things.
But even then, Mario's durability blew Sonic's out of the water. Even if we assume the 200 kiloton
That
stalactite
is
feat was
crazy.
entirely Sonic's doing, Mario survived an explosion that was 12 times more powerful. Simply put, Sonic didn't have a lot of viable options that could take Mario down for good.
I always knew Sonic was impressive, but Mario...
And they said Solaris don't count. You saw that little thing come up? You saw that little thing go up? They said Solaris and Time Eater don't count?
Mario down
That's
for good.
crazy. I forgot about those two games too. There's got to be a feat that the Time Eater, like, that's crazy. I don't know, man.
But Mario is just ridiculous. Probably that mustache.
Sonic was obviously incredibly fast, but he couldn't compete with Mario's superior strength, durability, and varied arsenal.
He got Mario'd.
That still does not explain the throwing into water and exploding. They lowballed both. I don't know about lowballed both. I think Mario they did fairly. I feel like Sonic is definitely lowballed a little bit. I don't know. I feel like Solaris could probably go crazy, no?
Primary
Yeah, the
source for
actual
analysis.
Sonic game feats. Let's see. I feel like there's definitely stuff. There's definitely stuff missing. I feel like there's 100% stuff missing, bro.
Times throughout the video.
No cope.
So I do have to be completely transparent. I don't know much about Mario power scaling, and I looked online for some good feats for him and didn't really find anything. The highest you can get him is massively faster than light in terms of speed, which would be fast if not for what I'm going to bring up for Sonic later.
The unstoppable exotic.
Looking at, I couldn't really find anything that put him on par with Sonic. So apologies to any Mario fans watching this. This is going to be pretty Sonic heavy. I know Death Battle really screwed your plumber over, but my blue hedgehog boy got done so dirty in this one. If there are any Mario fans watching this that want to point me in the right direction to some pretty crazy feats for the plumber, then I might make another video about this.
He's also used a number of power-ups throughout his adventures.
This
Truly,
might not
bro.
apply for Mario, but for Sonic, he definitely wouldn't be using his power-ups.
Sonic bias channel, but like, he's definitely Sonic bias. Yeah, the Shadow PFP, bro. He's definitely Sonic biased, but let's see.
A fight like this, but whatever.
The blue hedgehog can also gain abilities from small alien beings called
But I think
wisps.
even with no bias, I feel like Sonic just does more. At least just off memory, I feel like Sonic just does more impressive stuff. Like I said, I gotta see.
Wisps Sperm. Alien sperm. Alien sperm isn't part of Sonic's arsenal usually.
But before we delve any further, there is something vital which we need to discuss. It's time to figure out Sonic's speed.
Oh boy, here we go.
Indeed, Boomstick, here we go, because for some reason, you guys can't calculate this correctly.
While he has boasted that he is faster than light, Sonic has yet to prove this in canon without the aid of additional equipment or power-ups.
But I thought we
Which is
were
fair.
including power-ups.
Want to include power-ups.
Then why did you
Include power-ups.
Even ignoring that, yes, he has. He has proven multiple times, actually, that he is not only light speed, but massively faster than light speed, infinitely faster than light speed, even immeasurably faster than light speed on multiple
Really?
different occasions. But you know what? I'll let you finish your little stupid example, and then I'll completely destroy it with a few pretty basic feats that any Sonic fan should actually know.
The highest official description of Sonic's speed labels him as hypersonic, or somewhere between Mach 5 and Mach 10.
I do not think that is accurate. No.
This actually isn't too far-fetched. The game Sonic Unleashed records his speed, and he can reach a maximum around 3,500, SPD.
I mean, if we're using game mechanics to scale, then brick level Mario goes pretty hard, doesn't it?
That puts Sonic's top speed over 7,872
No way, bro.
miles per hour. Over 10 times the speed of sound.
Animator getting stabbed in their sleep is
Down,
crazy.
and just
And
over
no,
the official
in
description.
GTA, bro.
So, is that it?
No, I didn't edit that. I genuinely think that Ben Singer just straight up did not finish his line, and they were just like, yep, okay, good to go.
In TV shows closely tied to the games,
That is Sonic Boom. That isn't even close to canon to the main games. What are you talking about?
did
That
this
is
with a
true.
10,000 frames
That
per
actually
second
is
camera.
true.
So-
That actually is true. Actually, I didn't even catch that. It is true.
Count that, but not any of the other Sonic X scaling. Okay.
and even outran lightning, all of which implies that he can move and react around 200 to 300 times the speed of sound.
I mean, these are all lower end feats. You wouldn't exactly call Goku bullet level just because he got scraped by a bullet, right?
How
True
about
that.
that one time he caught up to a cyan wisp? He said that thing's almost as fast as him. I give it. Why isn't that black hole sucking up the Earth?
Its presence near Sonic does emulate that of a singularity, and Sonic actually outran its pull for 30 seconds.
Yeah, about black holes, actually. In the game Sonic Shuffle, which is canon, by the way, Sonic is able to easily outrun
Is it actually? No way. Shuffle is canon? Since when?
a black hole, which would put him at massively faster than light. So I hate Sonic colors, at least from a power scaling perspective.
Sonic's clearly pushing his running speed to its limit here, or else the black hole wouldn't have pulled him in.
Do you know what Sonic does literally the next game?
When the Sonics accelerate through time, they fix space, returning color and life.
Which would count as an immeasurable speed feat, if not an irrelevant speed feat.
With this in mind, it's entirely possible that, without additional support, Sonic's maximum possible running speed must be around 200 million miles per hour.
So now that we got this horrendous
facts.
ball out of the way, we can
Niggas be canonizing. They be making anything canon, bro. They be making anything canon, bro.
get him for
Anything
Sonic speed
canon.
because he is much faster than they hypothesized. We already talked about his light speed feats and his massively faster than light speed feats, but that's not
Okay.
what I want to talk about. I want to talk about his higher end speed feats. For those that aren't power
Alright.
scalers, you're probably wondering, what do I even mean when I say things like infinite speed or immeasurable speed? And the easiest way for me to portray what I'm talking about is with the basic speed equation, which is speed equals distance over time.
Oh,
For
bro. We
infinite
got the math niggas now, bro.
speed.
It's some of the feats, bro. Low key.
Infinite, in which you would get the result infinite speed. Someone with infinite speed is infinitely fast, so unless you have infinite speed or above, you're not exactly going to be able to touch them. The next level up from that is something called inaccessible speed, where basically you set time to 0, which would result in a broken speed equation, hence inaccessible. Inaccessible speed is usually for spaces without time. For example, the prison realm in Jujutsu Kaisen. You could argue that's an inaccessible speed feat. The next level up from that is called immeasurable speed, where basically
Oh, my bae done made it in the chat. Shout out my bae. I just caught you before the chat got up, bro. Finally, some actual calculations.
characters basically
Yo, high
able to
key,
freely
bro.
move throughout time through their speed alone, or even travel in negative seconds, arriving places before they even left for them. A good example of this would be Superman, actually, who's able to do this pretty often in the comics. I know that might have seemed like I'm just bloating the video time, but actually this is all important because Sonic has feats supporting all of these for him. In Sonic and the Secret Ring, Sonic crosses the entirety of Night Palace, which is stated to be infinite in size. This would count as an infinite speed feat. In Sonic Forces, Sonic crosses Null
Damn. Say swear.
Palace, which is stated to be infinite in size. This would count as an infinite speed feat. In Sonic Forces, Sonic crosses
Didn't
Null
even know
Space,
that. I didn't even know that.
which is described by Eggman as a closed-off space where absolutely nothing exists, presumably time included, which would be an inaccessible speed feat. And Sonic has multiple immeasurable speed feats. Let's just run through a couple of them. Sonic is capable of dodging and outpacing Solaris, which is an entity that exists within the past, present, and future, implying immeasurable speeds. And then there's this gem from earlier.
When the Sonics accelerate through
Yeah, but it said Solaris doesn't count. Y'all saw that though, right? y'all saw them specifically say Solaris. Like, I forgot what they said. It's because you defeated Solaris. Does that mean you scale up to them? Or something like that. Y'all saw that come up in the corner, right? Am I bugging?
Time
Like,
fix space, returning color and life.
Accelerating through time is literally the definition of immeasurable speed. Like, actually, what are you smoking, and where can I get some? If all that went over your head, Sonic has immeasurable speed, even in his base form, or normal state. I don't know what you guys call it. I'm a Dragon Ball fan, first and foremost.
He can achieve the form of Super Sonic by
Real.
absorbing an enormous amount of
So
positive
real,
energy
bro.
from the 7 legendary Chaos Emeralds.
If you thought I was hard on them during the speed portion, I'm going to tear them a new one with the Supersonic portion, because this shit hurts my brain.
In this mode, he can teleport large objects, survive planet-level explosions, launch energy attacks, and fly near the speed of light.
Brother, that is a Smash Brothers trophy. Smash Bros is not canon to Sonic the Hedgehog. I didn't think I need to say that.
But guess what? This isn't even his final form.
No. They gave him Hypersonic, and he still lost?
It's crazy. That's what I'm saying, bro. Bro, Hypersonic is broken. Where did niggas get?
Unfortunately,
Come
good things
on,
don't
man.
last forever. Without a steady supply of
The mic bugging me, but he cooking. Nah, Hikey, like every P is like hitting the like puh. You know what I'm saying? But
rings, these super forms
He
can't even
cooking.
stick around for a full minute.
This is actually something I thought myself for a long while.
Hypersonic is featless. Well, I'm thinking about mainly in like the comics stuff like that, like Hyper Knuckles versus Supersonic. I'm remembering that. Hyper is not canon. Is he not? He said
but
Sonic
this
3 though.
True. In the lore of the series, the super form is just the super form. It doesn't require anything to maintain. The ring mechanic is strictly for gameplay and not for actual, like, lore implications.
And while fighting his evil RoboCopy Metal Sonic, they shattered this enormous stalactite.
Now they're using the Sonic OVA for scaling. That's awesome. Remember when you said this at the beginning of the video?
Most importantly, the original video games will be our primary source for analysis.
What happened to that?
We found that this stalactite must weigh almost 47 million tons, which means a break like this would need a force of almost 200 kilotons of TNT.
That's pretty cool. Do you want to share any other Sonic feats with us?
No.
No. Oh. Okay, that's it. Oh. Well then.
KO! Whoa! How did that happen?
Keep in mind this analysis was done with a focus on the games and their
Oh
closely timed
man.
media.
But you didn't mention Sonic Advance 3, where it was shown that even one Chaos Emerald can shatter the Earth into 7 different parts. And that's an extremely conservative analysis of what the Chaos Emeralds are actually capable of.
But Mario was way too tough for him.
Their top strength feats paint this picture very, very clearly.
But they didn't even take into account the Supersonic increase. I know the Supersonic increase is really inconsistent throughout the games. It basically does whatever the plot wants it to. But even using the Archie Comics' frankly pathetic lowball of a multiplier.
You see, yeah, exactly. 1,000-fold, 1,000 fast. Yeah, this comic was so tough, bro. I watched it as a kid. This comic was so tough.
1,000 times.
That comic was
It closes
so
a decent
tough.
bit, don't you think? And that's not even considering the hyper form and its increase, but whatever.
While Mario obviously couldn't match Sonic's relativistic top-running speeds, he's moved efficiently as a bolt of electricity and piloted the Star Diver. Based on our calculations, this puts him at the same level as Sonic's own reactionary feats.
What kind of dumbass shit am I hearing? Did they just say that Mario could keep up with Sonic? Is that what they're saying? Let's play the comparison game. Here we have Mario's top speed feat. Something, I don't know, massively faster than light. Good for him. Here we have Sonic's top speed feat.
When the Sonics accelerate through time, they fix space, returning color and life.
He go
Immeasurable.
play. He go play that clip, the whole vid. Yo. Oh man, bro.
See, that would be funny if you actually meant it as a joke and you weren't being 100% serious when you said that. Let's just do a quick run-through of Sonic's higher-end feats that Mario can apparently handle no problem. He was one of the 3 hedgehogs that defeated Solaris, which is a super-dimensional being/life form that is stated to exist within the past, present, and future, and was also going to...
That battle made me so mad when this came out. I stopped watching them because of this video. Dude, I remember when this came out, people were mad. I remember. I never watched it. I didn't watch it though. I wasn't watching Death Battle at the time. But I remember people were really mad about it. I remember that.
Literally everything.
How recently did this come out? How recently did that Death Battle come out? Alright, let me go to their channel. Is there any Death Battle here that I can just easily go to? Yes. Let's see. Let me keep playing the video though while I look.
In Sonic Rush, the Soul Emeralds were going to merge both Sonic's world and Blaze's
Team
world,
Mario.
which are 2 entirely different universes. The resulting calamity would destroy literally everything, according to Tails, who is a super mega genius. With Burning Blaze and Super Sonic being about on par, Sonic being a little stronger, because he's the main character. In Sonic Rush Adventure, Eggman says that the Egg Wizard is beyond anything he could have imagined. This is him knowing about the Soul Emeralds, the Chaos Emeralds, and the Precious Stone from Sonic Shuffle.
Yep.
Yeah, I said that game was canon, remember that? The Precious Stone houses Imaginary World, or Imaginary World. I don't know, I can't pronounce it. Imaginary World is a 5D construct. The Egg Wizard is a higher dimensional machine. At least with the Jeweled Scepter it is. And Sonic and Blaze literally beat the thing.
6 years ago.
And in Sonic
6 years ago. God damn.
generation, Sonic, along with his classic self, defeat the Time Eater, which is stated to obliterate space and time, and, depending on the guide you're reading, will destroy literally everything. Now, to be completely fair, Sonic did have help in a lot of these situations, but especially with the Egg Wizard being above the Precious Stone, which holds Imaginary Land, I don't care. Like, I don't know if Mario has any fifth dimensional feats. Can he even perceive Sonic? Once again, if there are any Mario fans watching this, I apologize. I'm sure your plumber has a lot of really cool, awesome feats that would make this fight a lot more even. Whatever. I don't care. Just the very notion that Mario can beat Sonic means that Mario can solo the verse, by the way. I hope you understand.
Yeah, that is too funny, bro. But nah. Yeah, 6 years. This came out 8 months ago. I thought this was more recent. That came out 6 years ago, bro. Jeez Louise. That's crazy. I didn't know I was that late.